pole. Simon of the Desert is up 0.04 in turn 3. Melero in turn 1 is 8th. "20 minutes remaining in the session. Crow in turn 3 is P10. Kevin Lekmanski is second. Best lap is a 0:29.935. .020 off pole. Melero is 7th up 0.10. Melero is up 0.04 in turn 1. Melero improved is 7th with a 0:30.162. .247 off pole. Melero is up 0.02 in turn 1. Brake Thompson is 5th. Best lap is a 0:30.040. .125 off pole. Lekmanski is provisional pole with a 0:29.912. Savajebzerka is 16th. Savajebzerka is up 0.50 in turn 3. Savajebzerka improved is 15th with a 0:30.946. 1.034 off pole. Savajebzerka is up 0.11 in turn 1. Savajebzerka improved is P13 with a 0:30.687. .775 off pole. Panzarev 1 is 16th up 0.21. Panzarev 1 improved is P11 with a 0:30.486. .574 off pole. Panzarev 1 is up 0.01 in turn 2. Crow in turn 3 is 10th. Single barrel 06 in turn 2 is 16th up 0.08. Best lap is a 0:30.789. 0.877 off pole. Ryan Wilson from Canada is 18th. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Lekmanski is first. Best lap is a 0:29.912. Wilson in turn 1 is 12. Wilson improved his P9 with a 0:30.291. 0.379 off pole. Wilson is up 0.08 in turn 1. Davidson in turn 2 is P10 up 24.90. Simon of the Desert is P14. Simon of the Desert improved his 10th with a 0:30.323. 0.411 off pole. Folly Spield from Germany in turn 3 is 18th up 0.26. Folly Spield improved his P16 with a 0:30.718. 0.806 off pole. Zahn in turn 1 is 11th. Folly Spield in turn 3 is P16 up 0.17. Folly Spield improved his P14 with a 0:30.525. 0.613 off pole. Folly Spield is up 0.04 in turn 3. Panzeref 1 in turn 4 is P13 up 0.14. Panzeref 1 is up 0.05 in turn 3. Panzeref 1 improved his 11th with a 0:30.363. 0.451 off pole. Panzeref 1 is up 0.06 in turn 2. Zahn in turn 4 is 12th up 0.15. Savage-Ebzerka in turn 4 is P16. Savage-Ebzerka improved is P14 with a 0:30.482. 0.570 off pole. Ten minutes remaining in the session. Savage-Ebzerka is up 0.11 in turn 3. Panzeref 1 in turn 3 is P11 up 0.10. Lekmansky is provisional pole with a 0:29.851. Panzeref 1 improved is 9th with a 0:30.213. 0.362 off pole. Arnarski is P2. Best lap is a 0:29.915. 0.064 off pole. Crow in turn 1 is 13th. Crow improved is P4 with a 0:29.981. 0.130 off pole. Panzeref 1 is 10th. Best lap is a 0:30.213. 0.362 off pole. Ryan Wilson is P11 up 0.15. Wilson improved is 8th with a 0:30.158. 0.307 off pole. Single barrel 06 in turn 3 is 18th up 0.19. Arnarski is P3. Lekmansky is provisional pole with a 0:29.848. Folly-Spiel from Germany is 15th. Best lap is a 0:30.525. 0.677 off pole. Narwhal is P2. Best lap is a 0:29.891. 0.043 off pole. Savage is P14. Best lap is a 0:30.482. 0.634 off pole. Nils Shepard in turn 4 is 16th up 0.10. Nils Shepard improved is P16 with a 0:30.504. 0.656 off pole. Melero is 9th. 5 minutes remaining in the session. Melero improved is 6th with a 0:30.034. 0.186 off pole. Wilson is 9th. Wilson improved is 6th with a 0:30.005. 0.157 off pole. Melero in turn 1 is P7. Best lap is a 0:30.034. 0.186 off pole. Zahn is 13th. Best lap is a 0:30.427. 0.579 off pole. Zahn is up 0.04 in turn 2. Narwhal in turn 4 is P2. Narwhal is up 0.02 in turn 4. Melero is 7th. Zahn from United States is P13. Ryan Wilson from Canada in turn 1 is P6. Best lap is a 0:30.005. 0.157 off pole. Pauly Spielt in turn 2 is P15 up 0.10. Pauly Spielt improved is P14 with a 0:30.453. 0.605 off pole. Pauly Spielt is up 0.01 in turn 2. Savage in turn 3 is 15th up 0.11. Pauly Spielt in turn 4 is 14. Pauly Spielt improved is 13th with a 0:30.334. 0.486 off pole. Wilson is P6. Lekmanski is first. The qualifying session is now in overtime. Davidson in turn 3 is 14th up 0.07. Single barrel 06 from Italy in turn 2 is P18. Best lap is a 0:30.775. 0.927 off pole. The race session is at Charlotte in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the northeast. Single barrel 06 is P16. Kevin Lekmanski is P1. Narwhal from United States is P2. Barnarski is P3. Crow from Belarus is 4th. Brent Owen from United States is P5. Ryan Wilson from Canada is P6. Melero from Brazil is 7th. Brake Thompson is P8. ABS 4933 from United States is P9. Panzeref 1 is 10th. Scott B. the Duke is 11th. Simon of the Desert from United States is 12th. Folly Spield from Germany is P13. Davidson from United States is P14. Savage Ebzerka from Italy is P15. Nils Shepard from United States is P16. Stefano Amadei from United States is 17th. Single barrel 06 from Italy is P18. Lekmanski from United States is P1. Race start. Green flag, go go go. Narwhal in turn 2 is P2, 0.1 behind Lekmansky. Brent Owen in turn 4 is 4th battling Barnarski. Panzer F1 is P10 battling Brake Thompson. The Duke exiting pits. Simon of the Desert exiting pits. Nils Shepard in turn 3 is 13, 0.1 behind David Zahn. Zahn from United States in turn 1 is P13. David Zahn is now 12. Stefano is 14, 0.1 behind Savage Ebserka. Melero is 10, 0.3 behind Folliesfield. Melero lost 14th to Single Barrel 06. Panzer F1 on lap 6 is 8, 0.2 behind Crow. Savage Ebserka in turn 1 is P12, 0.1 behind Zahn. ABS 4933 from United States is 15th passing Single Barrel 06. ABS 4933 is now 14th. Zahn in turn 3 is P10, 0.1 behind Nils Shepard. Savage Ebserka is P11. Best lap is a 0:30.498. 0.476 off the fastest lap. Savage Ebserka is now P9. Nils Shepard is 11. Nils Shepard is now P13. Nils Shepard lost 13th to Panzer F1. Nils Shepard is now 15th. Barnarski in turn 3 is P3, 0.2 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Simon of the Desert is P18, 0.1 behind Ryan Wilson. Simon of the Desert passed Ryan Wilson for 17th. Wilson on lap 10 is 17th. Wilson passed Simon of the Desert for P16. Wilson lost 16th to Simon of the Desert. Brake Thompson is 7th, 0.2 behind Folly Spielt. Simon of the Desert in turn 2 is P16, 0.1 behind Nils Shepard. Simon of the Desert passed Nils Shepard for 15th. Ryan Wilson in turn 4 is 16th. Folly Spielt is P9, 0.2 behind Melero. Simon of the Desert in turn 2 is 16th, battling Ryan Wilson. Simon of the Desert is now 15th. Single Barrel 06 entering the pits is 17th. Folly Spielt is 9th, 0.2 behind Melero. Single Barrel 06 exiting pits. Crow is P5, 0.2 behind Brant Owen. Crow was 2.3 faster last lap. Crow passed Brant Owen for 4th. Brake Thompson is 6th, 0.1 behind Brant Owen. Brake Thompson was 2.3 faster last lap. Kevin Lekmansky from United States in turn 3 is 2nd, 0.4 behind Narwhal. Simon of the Desert in turn 2 is 14th, 0.1 behind the Duke. Simon of the Desert passed Scott B. the Duke for 13th. Ryan Wilson is P15, 0.1 behind Scott. Scott B. the Duke on lap 19 is 15th. Barnarski is third, 1.5 behind Lekmanski. Barnarski lost P8 to Folly Spielt. Nils Shepard in turn 1 on lap 21 is 16, 0.1 behind the Duke. Nils Shepard passed Scott for 15th. Scott B. the Duke in turn 3 is P16, 0.1 behind Nils Shepard. Narwhal is P1. Brake Thompson exiting pits. The virtual pace car is ending this lap. Folly Spielt is 7th, 0.2 behind Zahn. Folly Spielt was 1.7 faster last lap. Folly Spielt is now 13th. Folly Spielt is now P17. Panzer F1 in turn 4 is 8th. Wilson in turn 1 is P9 passing Panzer F1. Ryan Wilson is now 8th. Panzer F1 is P13, 1.4 ahead of Nils Shepard. Brake Thompson exiting pits. Panzer F1 is now 13th. Nils Shepard from United States in turn 4 is 15, 0.1 behind Panzer F1. Nils Shepard is now P14. Crow is P7, 0.1 behind ABS 4933. Panzer F1 exiting pits. Crow is now 7. Lekmansky is second, 0.4 behind Narwhal. Simon of the Desert in turn 2 is P10, 0.1 behind the Duke. Folly Spielt is 15th. 0.1 behind Nils Shepard. Folly Spielt passed Nils Shepard for 14th. Nils Shepard on lap 32 is 15th, 0.1 behind Folly Spielt. Brent Owen on lap 33 is P4, 0.1 ahead of David Zahn. Brent Owen lost 6th to Crow. Brent Owen is now P10. The Duke is 13th, 1.0 behind Barnarski. Narwhal in turn 3 is first. Brent Owen exiting pits. The virtual pace car is ending this lap. Narwhal is now P2. Savajevzerka is 11, 0.3 ahead of Barnarski. Barnarski was 1.6 faster last lap. Narwhal in turn 2 is P1. The virtual pace car is ending this lap. Nils Shepard is P11. Simon of the Desert is P14, 0.1 behind Savajevzerka. Panzerf 1 in turn 3 is 16th, 0.1 behind Simon of the Desert. Panzerf 1 is now P18. ABS 4933 in turn 4 is third. Brent Owen in turn 1 is 11th, 0.1 behind Savajevzerka. Brent Owen is now P16. Brent Owen is now 16th. Narwhal in turn 2 is second. Best lap is a 0:30.068. 0.046 off the fastest lap. Simon of the Desert entering the pits is 12th. Simon of the Desert is P12. Zahn is P12. ABS 4933 in turn 4 is P3, 0.1 behind Kevin Lekmansky. Lekmansky in turn 4 is P2, 0.2 ahead of ABS 4933. ABS 4933 in turn 2 is P3, 0.1 behind Kevin Lekmanski. ABS 4933 passed Kevin Lekmanski for P2. ABS 4933 lost P2 to Kevin Lekmanski. Davidson on lap 45 is 12th, 4.8 behind Folly Spielt. Zahn is now P14. The leader has just finished the race. Narwhal finished P1. Zahn finished P15. Stefano finished 16th. ABS 4933 finished P2. Barnarski finished P3. The Duke finished P4. Crow finished 5th. Nils Shepard finished 6th. Brake Thompson finished P7. Melero finished P8. Savage Ebzerka finished 9th. Folly Spielt finished P10. Brant Owen finished 11th. Wilson finished 12th. Single Barrel 06 finished 17th. Panzerf 1 finished 13th. The race session is at Charlotte in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. The wind speed is 2 km/h from the northeast. Panzerf 1 is first. Brant Owen from United States is second. Folly Spielt from Germany is third. Melero from Brazil is fourth. Brake Thompson is fifth. Nils Shepard from United States is sixth. Crow from Belarus is seventh. Scott B. the Duke is P8. Barnarski is P9. ABS 4933 from United States is P10. Narwhal from United States is 11th. Kevin Lekmanski from United States is 12th. Davidson from United States is 13th. Stefano Amadei from United States is P14. Single Barrel 06 from Italy is 15th. Simon of the Desert from United States is P16. Chesta Chomper from United States is 17th. Panzer F1 is 1st. Savage Ebzerka entering the pits is 27th. Race start. Savage Ebzerka exiting pits. Green flag, go go go. Ryan Wilson is 5th. The virtual pace car is ending this lap. Savage Ebzerka from Italy in turn 1 is 1st. Wilson from Canada is P3. Scott B. the Duke in turn 3 is 11th. The virtual pace car is ending this lap. ABS 4933 in turn 4 is P13. Ryan Wilson is 3rd. Best lap is a 2:11.608. 1:15.023 off the fastest lap. ABS 4933 in turn 2 is 10th, battling Crow. ABS 4933 is now 18th. Chesta Chomper is 13th. 0.3 behind Savage Ebzerka. ABS 4933 in turn 2 is P19, 0.1 behind single barrel 06. ABS 4933 past single barrel 06 for P18. Melero is 4th, 0.1 behind Brant Owen. Kevin Lekmanski is 8th, 0.1 behind Folly Spielt. Lekmanski passed Folly Spielt for P7. Barnarski is P11, 0.1 behind Zahn. Barnarski passed Zahn for P10. Ryan Wilson is 10th, being passed by Barnarski. Wilson lost P11 to Savajebzerka. Wilson lost P12 to Chesta Chomper. Folly Spielt on lap 7 is 9th, 0.2 behind Barnarski. Folly Spielt lost 9th to Zahn. Folly Spielt lost P10 to Savajebzerka. Chesta Chomper is P12, 0.1 behind Folly Spielt. Chesta Chomper passed Folly Spielt for P11. Single barrel 06 in turn 3 is P18, 0.1 behind Simon of the Desert. Single barrel 06 passed Simon of the Desert for P17. Melero in turn 3 is 3rd, 0.1 behind Brant Owen. Lekmanski is P4 battling Melero. Stefano exiting pits. Lekmanski passed Melero for P3. Melero in turn 3 is P5. Best lap is a 0:30.235. 0.142 off the fastest lap. Brake Thompson in turn 3 is P4, 0.1 behind Kevin Lekmanski. Brake Thompson is now P3. Melero is 4th, 0.1 behind Brake Thompson. Narwhal is P5, 0.1 behind Melero. Brake Thompson is P5. Brake Thompson is now P9. Brake Thompson lost P11 to Folly Spielt. Brake Thompson lost 12th to the Duke. Brake Thompson lost 13th to Crow. Zahn in turn 4 is 7th. Savage Ebzerka is 9, 1.2 ahead of Wilson. Savage Ebzerka lost P10 to Folly Spielt. Savage Ebzerka lost P11 to the Duke. Crow in turn 3 on lap 15 is P13, 0.1 behind Savage Ebzerka. Crow passed Savage Ebzerka for P12. Brake Thompson in turn 2 is P14, 0.1 behind Savage Ebzerka. Brake Thompson was 15.9 faster last lap. Melero is P3, 1.0 ahead of Narwhal. David Zahn is 7th, 0.7 behind Nils Shepard. David Zahn lost P8 to Wilson. Brake Thompson exiting pits. Panzer F1 is P4. Best lap is a 0:30.104. 0.021 off the fastest lap. Panzer F1 lost 5th to Nils Shepard. Panzer F1 lost P6 to Barnarski. Scott on lap 19 is 11th, 0.5 behind Zahn. Simon of the Desert is 17th, 0.1 behind Brake Thompson. Simon of the Desert was 12.8 faster last lap. Simon of the Desert entering the pits is 17th. Melero is P2. Lekmanski on lap 22 is P1, 1.8 ahead of Melero. Scott B. the Duke in turn 3 is P11, 0.3 ahead of Savage Ebzerka. Scott B. the Duke lost 12th to David Zahn. Virtual pace car deployed. Kevin Lekmanski is first. The virtual pace car is ending this lap. Savage is 10. ABS 4933 in turn 2 is P14. ABS 4933 passes Scott B. the Duke for P13. Brake Thompson in turn 3 is P15. Brake Thompson passed the Duke for P14. ABS 4933 is P14. ABS 4933 is now P15. ABS 4933 passed Savage Ebzerka for 14th. Folly Spield is P10. Folly Spield is now P13. Zahn in turn 3 is P12. Crow is P11. Crow lost P12 to Single Barrel 06. Crow lost 13th to Savage Ebzerka. Crow lost 15th to ABS 4933. Panzer F1 is 7. Ryan Wilson is P5. Melero is P5. Melero is now 6th. Wilson in turn 1 is 8th. Wilson lost 8th to Brake Thompson. Crow in turn 2 is P16. Crow passed Savage Ebzerka for 15th. Crow is now P14. Barnarski in turn 2 is P4. Narwhal in turn 4 is second. Narwhal is now fourth. Narwhal lost P6 to the Duke. The virtual pace car is ending this lap. Barnarski is sixth. Brant Owen is first. Narwhal exiting pits. The virtual pace car is ending this lap. Savajev Circa is 13th. Folliesfield in turn 2 is 14th. Folliesfield lost 14th to Narwhal. Savajev Circa in turn 1 is 13th. Savajev Circa is now P14. Savajev Circa is now 12th. Narwhal in turn 1 is P11. ABS 4933 in turn 4 is 11. Folly Spiel in turn 2 is P13. Folly Spiel is now P12. Folly Spiel is now 13th. Crow is P14. Scott in turn 3 is 16th. Scott v. the Duke is now P14. Crow exiting pits. Brake Thompson is 10th. Brake Thompson lost 10th to Savage Ebzerka. Single Barrel 06 is P11. ABS 4933 in turn 4 is P8. ABS 4933 lost P8 to Nils Shepard. Crow is P16. Barnarski in turn 2 is 7th. Nils Shepard is 8th. The leader has just finished the race. Kevin Lekmanski finished P1. Narwhal finished 2nd. Melero finished 3rd. Panzerf 1 finished 4th. Brent Owen finished P5. Davidson finished 6th. Nils Shepard finished P7. Barnarski finished 8th. ABS 4933 finished P9. Savage Ebzerka finished P10. Wilson finished P11. Single Barrel 06 finished 12th. The Duke finished 13th. Folly Spiel finished P14. Crow finished P15.